What's up, boys? Good morning. Today, I took two trades on gold, so we'll kind of cover that. We'll just knock it out, the recap, while it's kind of playing out. Um, so yeah, let's get into it, man. So my first trade is over here. So early on in the day. So actually, let's start off overall. Like overall direction, clearly bearish, right? Because like, we're falling short of this low, right? Really close to this low. Want to go to like silver and whatnot, same thing, right? Really, all these assets really, really close to low. We did not manipulate any type of lows. I wouldn't even deem these to be relevant anyways, right? Um, but yeah, clearly no manipulation below, nothing like that. But we did have a PSP. So you see this bearish candle, see this bullish candle. So that led me to believe that we were at least going to reach the gap today. So another predictable thing yesterday was that we're gonna have a probably inside day, right? Or just kind of like a shitty day overall, kind of like counter trend because Friday has a very, very large expansion into a low. So early week, I've talked this many times. Monday can be extremely anticipatable, right? Look at that weekly candle, huge expansion. So even if we're gonna continue lower, right? What are we gonna do on Monday, right? Or early week? We're probably gonna open high first to put in the high of the week, low close, right? Bearish candle, open, high, low close. That new phase of price comes early on the week, especially with Friday taking out the low and whatnot, right? So pretty anticipatable there. But we put in a PSP, like I said, a C2 candle. So at least this as a target is very easy, right? So I look within this previous day's range for a refined key level. That is where we see this low right here. It's kind of bar play here. That's when I see this low right here as a relevant low. And let's go to 30-minute here. So you can see that this time frame, or this asset took this low, which is a relevant low. Like I said, the daily open is like right here. So look at the high of day at this point, guys. When we create this, or when we trade this low, look at the high day. It's unprotected, right? It's just 1800. That's a really good thing to see. Um, and we had this SMT here, as you can see. And I believe it was like on the 15-minute, maybe the strengthest PSP was on or something. Oh no, I think it was just a SMT. Yeah, sorry. It was just like a SMT break reversal, like this. That's what it was. And I believe it was a silver, if I remember. Yeah. So silver goes ahead and breaks this SMT like this. We get a good reversal signature, a decent one, right? Good enough. So I thought this was good enough to take because literally 1800 was a high day. Um, there was some concerns about this trade a little bit, with some candles not being fully aligned, right? This is like this is kind of a large wick, I would say, but it's like this is the only level for price reverse from. You know what I'm saying? Like this is literally the only level. So any like SMT that I get here, and we can clearly see we're wicking the asset that took the low is wicking it. That's a really good thing to see. The asset that sweeps a higher low, if it's a wicking it, that's really good to see. So like I was completely fine with this, honestly. I was cool with that. Now silver over here was not aligned yet or anything like that. You're gonna see that it kind of like keeps going lower, which was kind of concerning me. But at this time, I was watching the Spurs game, so I wasn't even here. Anyways, you kind of see that price prints a PSP or something like this, like this. Like this candle is bearish. This candle is bullish. So you can kind of see how that happens there. Um, and the next candle expands. Like I said, I was watching the Spurs game. But you do not want to resweep this low because that would just be like obviously not a good sequence, right? You want to see this, right? So you can see on the 30-minute, this is the first sequence it forms. It's right here, which again, you don't want to see this low get taken necessarily, but it's just because there was an hourly candle, right? It's just not reversing this, early. It's just waiting for this hourly candle close. And there you go, you get your little sequence there. And so you need this candle to ideally expand, right? And yeah, that's pretty much it, right? And what else? What else? Yeah, I just kind of held this thing. So I entered here. I'll show you the execution in a minute. I was going for this high, which is the favorite backup high, and you're gonna see what happens. Right, I get absolutely hoed, and I get well, actually, I go to bed, so I enter here, and I get absolutely edged, like the worst edge of all time, and I just close it here. So you're gonna see that like this execution, like you see this candle here, this like 3 minute candle. Obviously I didn't trail here. Obviously that candle didn't take it out. I just closed like up here ish, like this area, because I was like, dude, this is definitely gonna hit my break even. Um, so I just fucking closed. It was 3 o'clock in the morning for me, like 2 o'clock or something. I was like, dude, I'm not seeing this bullshit. So yeah, I kind of just closed there for like maybe fucking 1 hour, dude. Yeah, definitely 1 hour. Yeah, definitely about 1 hour. Um, is whatever. But then we got this one over the New York session. So it's the same thing as indices. I also took indices. We'll go over that next. Absolute banger day. But it's really the same thing, bro. If you look here, like I said, they're pretty correlated, right? So these have equal lows, gap. If you go into the previous week's range, right? Like coming into the week, there's no refined key level on the daily. So Monday creates it. Monday creates the gap, as you can see. Right after expansion, again, what is Monday likely to do? Probably retrace, right? If Friday expanded. Um, and this gap is the only area to continue lower from, right? And you get your SMT fill right there. Um, so same thing over here, right? You get your SMT fill here. Same shit, right? And technically it's a strength switch because this asset here is closing bearish, but taking the high, right? This asset here is closing bullish and not taking the high, right? I will show you an opportunity that I was trying to long here, bro. Where was it? On gold. Gold. It was like this candle right here, 9:30, 15-minute candle. You see how it's bearish? Go over here, dude. This shit's bullish. This asset took out this current low of day, right? And kind of swept out all these relevant lows, as you can see. And it closed bullish, dude. I was trying to long this, man, because at this point we had not reached the gap yet. Uh, look here. Look at all these highs, dude. This is so fucking annoying that I missed this shit. So I could have absolutely ping pong this day, but yeah, dude, Strengthers PSP here, dude. I just wasn't on the charts watching the 1 minute, bro. I came into the charts here. I didn't notice, like I wasn't looking at this asset. And I was watching this trade at what time frame was I watching it on? Yeah, the 1 minute. Obviously, this is what you want to take right here. Dude, I get to the charts like 1 minute late, bro. Literally like 1 minute late. Pretty annoying. But I get on the charts as this candle's printing, and it was like up here or something. Obviously, I'm not gonna market execute there. So this is why I literally have this. I had a gap here drawn. Um, it wasn't this gap actually. This is the one I actually am trading right now. But I had this gap drawn, and I was waiting for this candle to close, and hopefully I was gonna get a retest on this gap or something. But no, I just fucking absolutely rocketed, bro. So that sucks. But once we reach this gap, by the way, these two trades are counter trend. Obviously, I said I was bearish. So like that's your obviously your last chance for counter trend trades. But once we hit this key level, it's like, are we gonna form SMT there, and are we gonna reverse? And oh boy, did we have the best confirmation. And if I get fucked right here, I'll cry. All right, I will cry if this comes back. But what do we got here? Oh yeah, so SMT with silver, earth, either one of these assets. Right, boom. 30-minute bullish, 30-minute bearish. Right. You can use the 15-minute as well. Doesn't matter. Wait, I think this asset also takes the gap. Yeah, so you can't use that there. Yeah, we're using this trade. So you see Strengthers PSP again. Just like I did my backtest, guys. It's pretty fucking simple, right? It's literally an SMT at the relevant level and a Strengthers PSP and a reverse signature. Like this is a clear reverse signature, dude. Like V shape. It's like fucking textbook, man. You get a gap, and then 10 a.m. opens high into that, and then we get a candle closure. So there's your intercandle CSD, and yeah, it's just really clean. But hopefully we can get here, dude. I would fucking cry if this came back, honestly. We can go break even for sure now. So yeah, this is my gold recap before it hits. So I don't know if it's actually a hit, but I'm just gonna end the recording here. You guys will obviously know if it hits. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, now I'm gonna do a recap on indices. I'm gonna get that posted and then I'll do a recap on it. So yeah, see you guys later.